Hey, what's up, guys? So this one, I haven't really talked about religion too much, um, but I really think that all the C5 stuff and even stuff like physics now, like quantum physics, it all blends together with religion. And like if you think about what uh, stories of angels were like in religious context, it's very similar to how like ET ships look. But I actually started remote viewing angels um, like about a year and a half ago, and I've been connecting with that energy a lot more recently, and it's really kind of been changing my whole opinion on God and like what source is and like the angelic energies in general. But before, like back when I was 19 or so, I kind of thought that there was just all these beings out there and there's all these different dimensions, but I never really thought about like one source creator as being like an actual like father, like energy or whatever, or one being. But now I believe that the father is like one being, and maybe he's like the architect of this universe and like all of universes. And a friend of mine who is very open-minded and believes in ETs too, he's also really religious, and he's read the Bible like four or five times or something. And what he told me recently is that the meaning of Jehovah, which is the name for the Father or the source energy, I think in the Old Testament, um, is like the light of all lights or the creator of all things, you know? And if you think about these millions and millions and like an infinite amount of ETs out there, there's obviously going to be some that are more developed than others and more advanced, and like there's ETs in the infinite dimension, you know, and that's what him explaining that Jehovah is just the light of all lights. It really made sense to me that if there's all of these dimensions, like what if you just keep going up and up and up, there's going to be a being that's going to be at the top, right? And that's going to be the father or the source of all of these dimensions and realities, you know. And I've been connecting with his energy, and I do believe there's also, and I was told that the mother energy, if the father energy is like the engine in a car, the mother energy would be like the car itself. And like people have talked about during creation, was was the father first, or was the space around him first, or was the universe first, or did he create the space around him? And that's kind of what I'm getting into about that. um but connecting with his energy, it's been so life changing for me. And because as soon as I really did that and started believing in him himself, like being a being that's has a major impact and like really the only influencer on my life, it's taken my remote viewing and like dreamtime experiences to a whole nother level. Because if you think about it, like there's all the like these spiritual beings that are on YouTube talk about guides, you know, and like connecting with your guides, but like why would you do that when you have the source of all things available to you, the Father, the All Father of all things, the being, the light of all lights, above all of those things, there to assist you whenever, you know? And that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, just skip to him and ask the Father to be your guide, you know? And yeah, the it's crazy. Once that started happening, I started connecting with angels like I've never connected with them before. And like I think I talked about this entity attachment, and I think it really had to do with the space I was living at. I was living with my mom and my stepdad, and they both have some like really negative energy. And I this one morning, a really good time to remote view is in the morning after like not or getting up really early and being tired and like maybe meditating for a bit and then meditating on your back. When you're in like you're when you're pretty tired, you can remote view a lot more stuff. But yeah, this one morning I kind of saw this environment where I was living as like this really dark, cloudy spot. And then I saw the clouds part above me, and I saw this beam of light shine through. And this actually happened two times in two different remote viewings. And I think it was like my higher self as Archangel Michael, and he like poked through the clouds, and he had a sword in his hand, and it was like him calling me to leave that place, leave my parents' house, and get the show on the road of kind of thing. And but behind him was Source, and it was Father, you know, and that light was the guide. And there's been a lot happening recently in dreams, and I've been dreaming with him, and he's been showing me some amazing things. There's a really cool experience that happened recently was I was like, and I've been connecting with my twin flame a lot too, and that's another part about connecting with Father is like he wants me to connect with my twin flame even more too, because yeah, and he wants our relationship to be stronger because I've had that like divine knowing to surrender to that, to his energy, you know, the energy that created me, you know. And yeah, he is just a very playful, loving, pure love being, you know. And in this dream, I was like, uh, I was in this space and I started falling through the floor, and it was like it was all black, and I was like falling, and I was like, ah. It wasn't like really I mean, I was probably pretty scared at the time because my twin flame kind of like telepathically told me, you should have seen the look on your face when it was happening. But I was falling, and I was like, ah, I'm falling, baby, save me, come save me. And then all of a sudden, or he told me telepathically back. He's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm just falling through darkness right now." And I guess it could be kind of symbolic too of like also where I was living at. But then all of a sudden, I appeared and like fell into this roller coaster, and then these handlebars appeared, and I put my hands on these handlebars, and it was like this program, like this video game or something. Have you, like when you go to the arcade and there's like those booster things that you go through that have like an arrow, and like you're on a motorcycle or whatever, and you hit those things, it makes you go faster. It was like that in the dream, but I was controlling this like roller coaster, or like this pod racer almost, it felt like. And I would hit these booster spots and just go like boom, boom, you know. And it was the coolest thing. And yeah, that's just one of many experiences that I've had of late with my twin flame. And I had I've been connecting with different ETs. I've been seeing beings with like green skin and stuff, and like beings that look human, and sometimes beings that look like an ET, and then they'll morph into a human. Kind of showing me that there are humans here on this earth that aren't really humans, you know. And that's been really cool. But like I said, connecting with Father and asking him to guide you and be that light for you and lead you into your highest path possible. Don't ever feel bad about that, because he just wants to see you ascend to the highest point possible, and to have you have as much fun and experiences that you can, you know. Yeah, so believe in God. Thanks, guys.